Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Today, it's the second of this three-game series between the Blazers and the Thunder. Live baseball here on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Brad Sanders, a right-hander from Alabama, gets the starting assignment. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
Now at the plate, Richard Richardson, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. Guys, you take a look at the home 9 as they enter play here this afternoon. They've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, this place is buzzing right now. This team won the opener of the series yesterday, and they're looking to step on this team's throat and take the first 2 games of this series.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Shorts and T-shirts, the order of the afternoon, 92 degrees here at first pitch. And they'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Okay, now we'll look at the starting lineup for the visitors in this one. Dero, tell us about this lineup as they try to force a rubber match in the series.
Well, Matt, when we drove over to the ballpark today, we were expecting some offensive firepower, especially in this yard. It's a hitter's yard, but that could sometimes work against them. I'm interested to see what lineup stays within themselves and executes and manufactures to get this W.
Jake Madison is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Madison is a middle infielder by trade, of course, usually a shortstop, but they've got him at second base in this one.
Yeah, this one kind of reminds me of how I was raised. I came up as a shortstop, and everyone thinks you could just go over to second base, seamless transition. Not the case. It kind of feels like you're stepping on a different part of the earth right there. Everything's happening at way different angles. Turning a double play at second base becomes a real focal point and stuff you have to work on. Shortstop, the angles are all moving in front of you, all moving towards first base. This is interesting.
And he fouls this one off. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
And it looked like the fastball got away from him there.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
Arellano will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Ron Durango is on the mound for game 2. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy's a fun guy to watch pitch. Not necessarily an overpowering guy. Has an ERA in the low 3s. But one thing he knows how to do, he knows how to pitch, and he knows how to minimize damage. If you're going to have an ERA in the low 3s in this day and age, you're doing a lot of things right, and this guy should be fun to watch in this one.
Settling in now, Brian Cannon. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Easy take there as the off-speed pitch misses well inside. Fellas, you take a look at these guys as they get onto the field for the bottom of the first here this afternoon. They come in looking to turn things around as they've dropped 2 straight.
Yeah, guys, yesterday's loss was a tough one. A 1-run loss. Hopefully they were able to just acclimate themselves to the city, get a chance to hit the streets, maybe regroup a little bit, and show up today ready to go.
And that's out number 1. And with that, here's a glance at the starting lineup for the home squad. Mark DeRosa, tell us about this lineup in a daytime home contest.
Well, Matty, the old cliche goes battlers, grinders. I know it gets old saying that, but that's the exact description of what this lineup presents today to the opposing pitcher. They do not strike out. He is going to have to grind. He's going to have to keep the ball in the ballpark, and his defense is going to have to be on point.
Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Esparza hits a little over the 270 mark. A A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high. 1-2.
Pretty standard fastball right there. 0-2. Now he's changed the eye level of the batter so he can start working something in like an off-speed curveball down in the zone.
And indeed, the throw will finish him off as they get the put out at first, and there are 2 away now.
The right fielder, Scott Franchise.
Now at the plate, Scott Franchise. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. The pitch. And a fastball's off the plate away. It's ball 1.
Hey, they say solos won't kill us, but I got to believe this guy's looking to do exactly that.
Back up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
Hey, you knock that donut off the bat, you look up at the Jumbotron, your batting average is above 300 and still climbing. You're feeling pretty froggy about yourself.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Mike Hayes, and he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Franchise, the runner at first with 2 gone. Runner's going. A pitch out. The throw. Low throw, and he can't handle the short hop. So he swipes second successfully, but you have to wonder now if that might actually end up taking the bat out of the hands of one of their better hitters.
Well, that's a good point, Matt, but I'd be a little surprised if that's the case. It's still early and the game is tied, so that would be a pretty cautious move to pitch around him here or just walk him flat out.
And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
Take a step back right here. After 3 fastballs in a row, there is no chance he throws you a 4th.
Ready with the 1-2. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Here's the 2-2. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. Second inning set to go, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Eric Farmer. Now pitch on the way. Hit sharply on the ground. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
That is fair. The left fielder, Nori Dizzy.
At the plate, Nori Dizzy. First chance for him here after appearing as a pinch hitter in the game last night. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
0-1, no strike.
The 1-0.
Nope.
No score here as we play inning number 2. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch.
Oh, that's out.
And this will be nowhere close as his control deserts him here. It's a 5-pitch walk.
Whoa, you know a pitcher is really fighting himself when he misses a zone by that much. I'm surprised the catcher could even bring that in.
So stepping in, Mike Mendez. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. And they'll try and get him out in front to start the at-bat, but this misses off the plate away. It's ball one. Runner at first here, one man out. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
There's a drive out toward the alley in right center. Dizzy rounds third and is digging for the plate. Now the relay home. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Well, when you leave a pitch that high in the zone like that, you have to expect bad things to happen. So instead of a double play ball, he gives up a shot to the outfield, and that brings the runner all the way around from first to score.
Stepping in now, J.D. Eastman, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Eastman hits in the 240s, so there's room for improvement in that regard.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Off the plate at 94, 1-2. One out and a runner on second base. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Fastball, strike three called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away.
Some guys with big arms like this, they're just chuckers. They just throw the ball as hard as they can, and where it ends up isn't that big of a concern, but that wasn't the case there. That was a very well-pitched fastball right on the corner at the knees. Good luck hitting that one.
Into the box now, Darren Arrington. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and foul, though it had the home run distance. Runner in scoring position at second with two down. Back-to-back tough pitches, and he's down 0-2 now. Good waste pitch, 1-2.
This is a huge at-bat right here. He wants to get this guy and have the pitcher lead off next inning without question.
A 1-2 pitch to 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Man, 35 pitches with only 2 outs in the second inning. Ideally, you'd like to have 30 or less after 2 innings, so he's got some catching up to do.
2 out here and a runner at second. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Two and two. Here it is. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3 and 2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
He set the payoff pitch. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. He's set the 3-2. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. We'll go to the bottom of the second. The Blazers are out in front 1-0. Now in the box, Saul Worthing, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball here, 0-1. The pitch.
No, that's down.
A ball and 2 strikes now.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up, and that's in there, base hit. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
Digging in now, Michael Lopez, and he's a guy who's been absolutely terrific over the last couple of series, really swinging it well. Prior to the at-bat, a check on first, and a dive, but he's back in. Here comes the first pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line. In there, a base hit. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
And I think that may have been a situation where the runner on first was waiting to see if the ball was going to get down or not. If there were 2 outs, he most likely scores there. Instead, he has to hold it third. Can't really fault him for that, though.
Into the box, Andrew Arellano, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. And he's got that batting line up near the 300 mark entering play. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. From the stretch to 1-2 now. Working for the punch out and the offering. Couple of men in scoring position here with none down. Popped him up. Arrington has a play. He's got it 1 away.
Batting it, the shortstop, Hal Hale.
Stepping into the box, Hal Hale. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First pitch on its way. Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Three and 0 now.
And remember here, there's an open base at first, so a walk is not the worst thing that could happen right here.
Taking all the way, it's 3-1 now. Runners are at second and third with 1 down. Hard hard ground ball to third. He's got it. And the throw goes to first for the out, but that'll be enough to get the run home as they pull back to even at 1-1.
Good job there to put the ball on the ground and pick up the tying run. This one has the makings of being a close game until the very end.
Coming to the plate now, Brad Sanders, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Oh, that's off the plate.
Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
My bet is he's getting the take sign now on 2-0. If he's having a hard time throwing strikes to the pitcher, you might as well let him work himself into trouble.
The set and the 2-0.
That's out.
It's amazing how guys can lose focus sometimes when the weaker hitters come up, especially the pitchers. You got to stay on the attack and minimize pitches and get these guys out in a hurry.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike one.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
The set and the 3-1 pitch. Clearly off with his timing on that one, a swinging strike.
Oh, man, was that a hack. He's trying to create his own run support with a swing like that.
And he lays off here. It's ball 4, and that is really cause for concern as he's just walked the opposing pitcher.
The batter, number 22, second baseman.
Ready now, Brian Hannon. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Ready with the 2-0. Too high. And it's 3-0.
Well, 2 on, 2 outs, and he's got himself in a great hitter's count. Just has to be careful not to get too aggressive. A walk would be good here, too.
3-0. Here it is.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
2 down, runners at first and second. Not definitely a fastball swing there, but a good time for the changeup. It's full 3-2.
Hey, there was great arm action on that 3-1 changeup right here. He's got this guy thinking. That's the beauty right now. We go to a full count. Do you sit changeup or do you stay with the heater?
He's set. The 3-2. Full count still. And a good pitch there as this ball swung on and popped straight up the chute right around home plate. Jackson has got it, and the side is retired. So 1 run on 2 base hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. All tied at 1-1. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Ron Durango. 9-1-2 due up.
Durango.
He's set, and the pitch. On the ground to third. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd. So one gone now as we give you a look at where these two teams find themselves entering play in the National League's Eastern Division race. So striding in, Richardson. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
That's the ball. Ball one, no strike.
Bases are empty, one man out. Swing and a miss. A little too anxious there. 1-1. And he took something off of it there. It's 1-2.
Wow, not sure what you're looking for right there, but that one was pretty much middle, center cut. Tough pitch to take.
And that's the second out.
Now batting, the second baseman, Jake Madison.
Stepping up now, Jake Madison. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
Ready with the 0-1. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
Hey, this is an amazing inning right here. Attacking the zone, keeping his defense invested. Chance to get off the field super quick.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch.
I got to count 1 and 2.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here. Take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Grounded weakly toward third. Scooped up. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. In now, Adrian Esparza, 0 for 1 here in the early going.
The third baseman, Adrian Esparza.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Strike taken up in the zone. Fastball called for strike 2.
I got to count 0 and 2.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
On 0-2, you'll sometimes get a guy to chase a fastball out of the zone away or up, but when it's way down like that, it's much easier to lay off because you can tell the ball is moving further away from eye level as it comes in.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Left fielder giving chase. Well, he won't get to it, and this should put a man in scoring position to start the inning. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
Left fielder really never had a chance at that one at all. It was over his head before he knew it, bouncing off the base of the wall for an easy double. Those are the kind of shots anyone would feel good about.
To the plate now, Scott Franchise. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. A base hit in his first trip. '50th pitch of the game on its way. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Well, tried to throw a high fastball right by him there. Didn't work, but now we'll see if that sets up some different options. Wouldn't be surprised to see a good slider down and away right here.
Swung on and chopped toward the hole. He's got it. Throw not nearly in time as he reaches it first.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, Devo, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Mike Hayes is in for the second time here as he looks at a ball high, 1-0. From the stretch. And that swung on and missed on a pitch down, 1-1. Swing and a miss on a pitch outside, 1-2 now.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or you're still looking for the double play ball?
Pretty good spot to be in as a pitcher right now. You can go for the punch out or try to induce the ground ball to get a double play.
And strike 3 called on a fastball that looked inside from here, but that's out number 1.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Here comes the first pitch. Saul Worthing comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
Hey, this is a left-handed hitter that can fly down the line. If they want to turn 2, they're going to have to be almost perfect.
The 1-0 delivery.
2-0.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. And the run is in to score as they'll grab the lead here, 2-1. And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. At the plate, Michael Lopez. As he'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1. And he's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first.
With 1 out and runners on the corners, some managers like to hit and run here. It's a little risky, but it can help you stay out of the double play if it's well executed.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a liner. Foul. And this one gets away. So the lead runner holds on, but the trailer will take second. Second and third here, 1 man out. Hit on the ground out to short. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
The left fielder, number 99, Andrew Arellano.
Now batting, Andrew Arellano, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First offering on its way. This one's down to third. Reined in. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 3 innings complete. Tennessee is on top here, 3-1. plate, Mad Dog Jackson. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Here it comes, 1-0. This one's down to third. He's got it. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth.
Now batting, the first baseman, Eric Farmer.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Eric Farmer, comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
1-2.
Hey, it's a game of execution. If the pitcher stays right there, this lineup's going to continue to have a tough time.
Three to 1 is our score here in inning number 4. Back up the middle. Scooped up. And there are 2 away now.
The lefty, number 24, Nori Dizzy.
So striding forward now, Nori Dizzy. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat. Pitch on the way. And he takes ball 1.
Hey, a 2-out walk right here would be the tying run to the plate. Even though it's early on, you got a guy on deck that has a lot of pop.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Two out, nobody on. And no complaint about that one. That's a strike, and it's 1-2.
Man, this guy's in a good groove right now. 7 straight retired. He's locked in.
And that misses 2-2. Now the pitch. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2. Mike Mendez would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Now the payoff pitch home. Count still full, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Hit hard, but this will be a foul ball. The next 3-2. Now a swing and a ball foul tipped at the plate, and oh boy, that got the home plate umpire right in the arm too. The next 3-2, and that's low, ball 4. So that's the second walk he's worked in this one.
Yeah, and that seems to be a popular approach when this guy steps in. He can really hurt you with one swing, so I think the idea is mostly not to let this one guy beat you, Matt.
From the stretch, Mike Mendez is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. A runner on first with 2 away. And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees.
Hey, after the double at his first at-bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
The 2-0 pitch. Outside, 3-0 now. J.D. Eastman would be next. Here it is, the 3-0.
Got to believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose. But I love the fact that he's keyholed in a certain area, and it wasn't what he was looking for.
throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And next, the dangerous power threat, Hal Hale.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
First pitch of the at-bat. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Looking at his career totals, Hale has a slugging percentage a little over .425, a respectable number. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Here's the 0-2.
Pull, that's inside.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
Ready on 1-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
Standing in now, Brad Sanders. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk. Coming right after him here.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
I got the count 1-2.
Good pitch right there with the bases empty. Why not take a shot? Throw that breaking ball in the dirt and see if he'll chase after it.
One out, nobody on. Lifted into center field. Richardson is there, 2 gone.
The batter, number 22, second baseman, Brian Cannon.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Brian Cannon. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. Here it comes, 0-2. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
The 1-2 is a sinker that dips below the zone for a ball.
Hey, expect a challenge right here. Does not want to run the count full.
Swing and a drive and a ball sent out to deep left center field. This is into the bullpen, a home run. So a solo shot here to left center field. Number 17 for him on the season, as it's now a 4-1 ball game.
Has really changed. Remember when leadoff guys were guys that would just draw walks and steal bases? But that's not the case anymore. Guys like this, they have pop in their bat and they can go deep.
Stepping in now, Adrian Esparza, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. The 1-0 home is taken, strike one. 2 out, nobody on. Hot shot on the ground is short. Fielded cleanly. Throwing the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. So 1 run on 1 base hit, the home run, no errors, and no one left on base. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. The Thunder lead this one 4-1. Stepping in, J.D. Eastman. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Here comes the first pitch. Oh, 0-1 count, and the pitch. Into center field, line drive base hit. So there'll be a man aboard here to start out their half of the 5th.
Hey, guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
At the plate now, Darren Arrington lays off 1-0. Fifth inning here in a 4-1 ball game. This one's a strike. It's 1-1.
1-1.
Popped him up. Esparza is over, and he puts it away for the first out.
Now batting, the pitcher, Ron Durango.
The pitcher, Ron Durango, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. Here comes the first pitch. On a line to shortstop, but the runner is back in time to avoid the double play.
Now batting, the center fielder, Richardson.
Now at the plate, Richardson. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
That's the ball. Count 1-0. Ball that's outside.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
The 2-0 is looked at for the first strike.
Can't waste getting the leadoff runner on in this situation. Someone's got to bear down and get a big knock.
Fouled off. Here now the 2-2. Fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball.
And when a guy starts leaving the curveball up, that's a sign he's beginning to tire a little bit out there. He's got to be able to get on top of that pitch or he's going to start getting hurt.
7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at-bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit or at least force him out of the game.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. In a good battle. Here comes another one. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Eastman is on his way home. He will score as it's now a 2-run game. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Into the box now, Jake Madison, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Not too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside.
I'm seeing all the signs of fatigue right now. This is when you really have to bear down mentally as a pitcher.
2 out here and a runner at second. Well outside with the curveball for a ball.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball.
Just goes to show you, if you're going to throw that two-seam fastball away, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. With this one, it started out on the corner, so it leaked back right over the heart of the plate and got whacked.
In now, Mad Dog Jackson. And a ball 1-0. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery.
2 balls, no strikes.
With 2 outs and a base open, I don't think he's going to see anything to hit in this at-bat. Not much reason for it.
Here it comes, 2-0.
Ball 3.
Not a good spot to be in right now. Pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Swinging away, and now the count will be 3-1. Now a slider down the middle, but laid off.
We got 3-2.
Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Home half of the 5th coming up. Tennessee is out in front here, 4-3. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Scott Franchise.
Franchise.
First delivery to him on the way. And that misses for ball 1.
Ball 1, no.
Well, he's still out there to start the 5th inning, but it's been a real grind of a start for him. The pitch count is much higher than he'd like it to be, so it's hard to imagine him working really deep into this game.
And he falls behind now, 2-0.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
That finds the zone, a called strike. Liner towards second. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Boy, it's so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player. Fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
At the plate, Mike Hayes, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Here's a look over to first. Runner's back. We're in the 5th inning of a 4-3 ball game here. And that one misses upstairs, 2-0.
Couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
He's running. Pitch misses. The throw down. Not in time. He's in there at second.
Well, this pitcher's out there just trying to get hitters out, and he's having a hard time doing that. So as a base runner, that's a good time to try to steal some bases. He's probably not as focused on controlling the running game as he should be.
3-0 pitch. And that misses as well. Ball 4, so it's a 4-pitch walk here.
Huge innings have begun with much less, I can tell you that. First and second, no out, and the guy on the bump really needs a strikeout or a double play right here.
TJ Frazier will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign.
Frazier.
Saul Worthing will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here. From the belt, the pitch.
Off the plate, ball 1.
First and second here with nobody out. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. High in the air into shallow left center. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Now back, first baseman, Michael Lopez.
Coming to the plate now, Michael Lopez. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. He's set. Here it comes. Right side, hit hard. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with 1 away.
Check that out right there. I love me some of that. Staying inside the baseball, moving it the other way. Sometimes a pitcher can execute his pitch. It doesn't mean the batter can't grab a knock.
Andrew Arellano stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. From the stretch.
That's ball 2.
Bases are loaded with only 1 out. Three and 0 now.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
Well, that's just not a good look for the guy in the mound. Base is loaded. You expect him to bear down and really fight to get an out, but instead, he walks home a run on 4 pitches.
Digging in to try it again, Hal Hale. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Hit out towards second. He's got it to second for 1. On to first, but not in time as he beats it out.
They couldn't turn the inning-ending double play. They just get the force out at second, and the runner scores from third.
Tiny Ryan will see what he can do off the bench as he'll bat with runners at the corners and 2 gone here. First things first, here's a throw over, and the runner back easily. And he'll lay off a first pitch sinker, missing down and in for a ball, 1-0. In for a strike, it's 1-1. From the belt, the pitch. Hit back toward the mound. A dive. He's got it. Great stab, but they extend their lead as the runner comes around to score.
So frustrating, Nero. You make a good pitch and you get these guys that can run around and they're fast. You think you have an out, all of a sudden it turns into an infield single.
Yeah, this is definitely part of his game, the ground attack, Dan. He's a speedster. He's going to get a ton of infield singles, and he knows how frustrated that pitcher is.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Here's the 0-1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. 3 runs already home here. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
And the pitch on 2-1. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. The relay to second now, but he's safe. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his 2nd hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Digging in, Adrian Esparza. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they can get out of this jam, though.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And it's fouled away. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. So 1-1. This one's down to third. Scooped up. Throw in time for the third out, but it certainly took a while as the inning is finally over. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. 5 innings complete. The Thunder lead it 8-3. Jason Blake takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Blake.
Leading off the inning, Eric Farmer, and they'll need him to get something going here.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Great job by the pitcher right there, changing eye levels. We all know he's a sinker ball pitcher, but if he could throw some four-seamers up in the zone like that, it could work for him.
0-2, here it comes.
Ball, that pitch was out.
And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out. Standing in, Nori Dizzy. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that misses, ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Arellano is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
Now batting, the third baseman, Mike Mendez.
Digging in, Mike Mendez. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Yeah.
Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he falls behind, 0-2. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Two and two now with 2 away and the base is empty. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
A swing and a miss at a sinker. The strikeout retires the side. Inning is over.
Bottom of the 6th inning now, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Scott Franchise. First pitch coming, here it is.
No, inside. Hey!
Now the 1-1 pitch is laid off for ball 2. And he missed again, high and away this time, 3-1.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th. Into the box now, Mike Hayes. And he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. He's set and the pitch.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
This is driven to right, and no doubt about it, that one's way out of here. A two-run blast to straightaway right field. 12 home runs for him now thus far, and this is now a 7-run ball game.
No surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hack like that in the league.
C.J. Wolf gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. To the plate now, Saul Worthing, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Shin high, that's taken for a ball. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Eastman moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
Now batting, first baseman, Michael.
Digging in and looking for more, Michael Lopez. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he'll lay off a fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Racing back the right fielder. But he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And he is into third base with a triple. His third hit this afternoon.
You take a look at this one as it flies into the gap. Both outfielders give it a chase, but they can't catch up to it. Next thing you know it, one hops the ball, and he's busting his hump around second on his way to third.
So now to the plate, Andrew Arellano, as he'll swing and lift a fly ball to right center. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And he will get in to score, and it's a run batted in on the sacrifice fly.
One of the things you want to do as an offense, right, is stay fundamental and keep pushing. A great job there. Sac fly pushes the third run across in this inning.
So no one on now after the sac fly. And stepping in, the long ball threat, Hal Hale. First pitch of the at-bat. Slapped hard the opposite way. Eastman is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So they get 3 runs on 2 base hits, with one of them being the big home run. 7th inning coming up. Tennessee leads it 11-3. Riding in once again, J.D. Eastman.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
First pitch on its way. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball one. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but those two pitches weren't even close. Ball's behind in the count, 2-0. It's time to start getting locked in.
2-0 count, the pitch. Line toward right center. This will not elude the right fielder's grasp as he ranges over to handle it for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Ready for another shot now. Darren Arrington 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. First pitch of the at-bat. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
1 out, nobody on. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
For my money, there's nothing better than a 3-pitch see you later. Well, look here. He gets him on his heels with strike 1, up against the ropes with strike 2, and then he KOs him on pitch number 3. Love it.
Francisco Barreto will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Slow roller out to short. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join for the traditional 7th-inning stretch.
James Ray enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. So here now is the pitcher, Jason Blake. He's newly entered into the ballgame, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. From the stretch. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Inside, ball 1.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. And sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
Pitch on the way. Swing and a liner. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey, that's a win-win right there. Solid AB by the pitcher after battling, making this pitcher work and executing and getting the result. Job well done.
Into the box, Brian Cannon as he lifts it in the air to right field. Eastman will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
Now batting, the third baseman, Adrian Esparza.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Adrian Esparza. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
First pitch on its way.
Ball, 10.
Ray has pitched just under 60 innings and has an ERA he'd like to see come down a bit. Starts the day in the high 4s. The set and the 1-0 pitch.
That's a ball.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Wow, that's what a veteran hitter will do, right? Takes two really good pitches, both just missing the strike zone, and puts himself into a good 2-0 hitter's count.
Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Lifted the other way down the left field line, and this will wind up a foul ball. The 2-2.
Hey, 3 foul balls in a row right here, searching for that put away stuff.
Runners on first with 1 down. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
And the payoff pitch. Swung on, but fouled off to the left.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still have to control the strike zone.
The 3-2 one more time. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with only 1 away.
The right fielder, number 16. Scott
Into the
Franchise.
box, Scott Franchise. He's looking to go 4 for 4 with a base hit right here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
1-0.
The 1-0. Popped him up. Farmer in foul ground. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
The catcher, number 2. Mike Hayes.
Ready to take his hacks again, Mike Hayes, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Goes to show you how strong this guy is. That wasn't a bad breaking ball that he hit for a home run in that last at bat. That ball was down and away. He went out and hooked it and pulled it. This guy's definitely a good hitter.
That's to the left and foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
3-1 here. You have to make a good pitch on the mound. Grooving one here rarely works in your favor unless the hitter tries to do too much with it.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 3-2. And this will be fouled away. Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. New inning set to get underway, and next it'll be the outfielder, Richard Richardson. Here's the first pitch to him. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Here's a pop-up now. And a changeup that just about got away from him there as that ran in a bit too far.
That was a changeup, so there really wasn't any intent behind it. Looked to me like it just slipped out of his hand a little bit. That'll happen sometimes because of the grip of that straight changeup.
Grounded to third. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Now batting, the second baseman, Jake Madison.
Standing in, Jake Madison. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch on its way.
Nope. Count 1-0.
The 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
Not even close with the 1-0. He needs to get back in the zone, but be careful. Work the quadrants.
Two balls and a strike to count. Bases are empty, one man out. Can't find his zone there, and it's 3-1. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Clearly off with his timing on that one. A swinging strike.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
Now the 3-2 pitch is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. He might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Into the box now, Mad Dog Jackson. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 1-0 is a fastball that misses. The pitch.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
Here's the pitch. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Eric Farmer, man at first after the 2-out walk. He's set. Here it comes.
Ball, that's outside.
2 out with the man at first. One and 1 to count. From the belt, kicks and deals. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. The 2-2 down the first baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Pause, now the pitch. smoke toward the hole. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Sometimes you need a little luck. Sometimes you need to get a ground ball with eyes. And that's exactly what happened right there.
Stepping in now, Nori Dizzy, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. One and one. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Two down, runners at first and second. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now a ball sliced out of play down the left field line. Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. Bottom of the inning now, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Saul Worthing. First pitch of the at-bat. A ball and no strikes. Fastball misses away here. It's 2-0.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches, and when he's getting the ball in his zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Eastman is there, 1 away.
The first baseman, number 8, Michael Lopez.
Coming to the plate now, Michael Lopez, and all eyes are on him as he needs a home run to complete the cycle. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0. Now here it comes. 1 out, nobody on.
Hey.
1 and 2 now.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive.
Interesting pitch selection right there, in off the plate. Not too many pitchers in the game want to go in there and risk hitting the guy and letting him get on first base free of charge.
And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in dirt, and it's back to even at 2 and 2. Outside in a full count, 3 and 2. Andrew Arellano is on deck. Drilled to the right side, and that is through into right field for a single.
The right fielder, number 99, Andrew Arellano.
At the plate, Andrew Arellano, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0. 0 for 2 for him to this point. From the stretch. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard, and you know probably there's a fastball coming. The 2-0.
Hit hard down the line. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. And another foul ball.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
He's set, and the 2-2 pitch.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
And this is taken here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's allowed into his 8th inning of work.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
Tony Tabaco comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Hal Hale will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 1 gone. Has a look, now the pitch.
Whoa, that's down.
Now the 1-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
And now a called strike that time as the zone expands a bit here. It's 2-1 now. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. From the belt, the pitch. Popped him up. Farmer in foul ground. Oh, he brought it back.
Now batting, the pitcher, Jason.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Jason Blake. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, he showed like a little prowess with the bat right there, Dan. I'd be surprised if they don't attack him a little bit more carefully this AB.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Out in front as this is skied in the air to straightaway left. Dizzy will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Stepping in, Mike Mendez, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball one. One ball, one strike, the count. Now the 1-1 pitch.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
To 2-2 now.
2-2.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game.
The batter, the right fielder, J.D. Eastman.
Now to the plate, J.D. Eastman. '50th pitch of the game on its way. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit on the ground out to short. He's got it. On to first, and they're an out away. 2 gone here in the 9th.
Now back, the shortstop, Darren Arrington.
Digging in once again, Darren Arrington. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ball 1.
Ball, that's it.
A ball and a strike now. And that's taken for strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Yeah, they just keep on keeping on. Got a nice little run going here, winning 4 in a row and playing with a lot of confidence. Success is never guaranteed in this game, so you have to appreciate it when it comes.
11-3 the final score in this contest. Tennessee put on a real offensive show with 11 runs on the board. Brad Sanders earned his 5th win of the year. Ron Durango struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Here now is our final line score. First for your victorious home team, 11 runs, 15 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base. For the visitors, 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 45 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.